Thank you very much, Ken. Pleased and honored to be with all of you tonight. So, when Esther and I talked about me doing this, I said, Esther, you have to help me out. I'm not an attorney. I'm surrounded by attorneys. So you have to give me a spot where I won't make a fool of myself and attorneys will like me. So Esther, of course, gives me the spot right after dinner and dessert. You're all eating your passion fruit brulee tart with blondie crust and persimmons, and the sugar's setting in. And I have to stand up here for 4 minutes or so and entertain you. But I'm pleased to do so because pro bono is a significant passion of mine and a passion of my firm, Deloitte's. Now, the lights are shining in my eyes, so I can't really do what I wanted to do. So I'm going to have to step away from the microphone for 1 second and ask all of you to look up in the corner by the clock here on the wall. I want you to read what's inscribed on the wall. And I think if I do this, I can see it. It says, "Waste neither time nor money, but use both for your own and your neighbor's good." Is that appropriate for what we're talking about here tonight, or what? So in keeping with this notion of staying to my 4 minutes, let's cut to the chase. First of all, to tonight's honorees, I'm proud to be in the same room with each of you, quite frankly, and your great organizations. I can't think of a better representation of the power of pro bono, the power of collective action, than what you've done. Like you, everyone in this room tonight has made a bold commitment to serving others through pro bono service. My message to you is that your efforts, your enthusiasm, your passion have not gone unnoticed. We thank you all for leading the way. Your influence is wide and has moved the meter on pro bono service, broadening both the footprint of those who participate in the good work done in our communities, as well as the work itself done in our communities. An example of this is my firm, Deloitte. We are not a traditional PBI participant, as you can tell. I would use an old George Goebel joke here, but I'll also point out that half the people in the room would not know who George Goebel is. So this joke is only aimed at those of you who do. George Goebel used to always say that occasionally he felt like a pair of brown shoes in a world of black tuxedos. We're not the traditional PBI participant, but we are and we have been committed to the precepts and tenets of pro bono for quite a while, to contribute in kind, meaningfully to the communities in which we live and work. We've been around for a long time, and just like you guys, giving back is part of our corporate DNA. We've done a lot of good work for deserving organizations, but we've become much more innovative about our approach to public service over the last few years, in no small part because of our relationship with Esther and the Pro Bono Institute. Let's have a hand for Esther, by the way. Over the past 14 years, PBI has reshaped the way that we look at the community and the way we do pro bono work. It continues to set the path for the future. I'm guessing that's true for you, but I know it's true for us. We recently committed our organization to doing the equivalent of $50 million in professional services on a pro bono basis over the course of 3 years. It's modeled very much on the lessons that we've learned from you in the legal profession. And I'm also pleased to announce tonight that, again, taking your lead, Deloitte has become a signatory to the Corporate Pro Bono Challenge. Ken started off this portion of our session talking about the double bottom line, as we call it in Deloitte. That is, pro bono is both good for our communities as well as good for our organization. Without question, our commitment to pro bono is rooted in making our desire to create moments that matter within our communities by giving great pro bono service. Of course, giving back is first and foremost about the organizations and the people that we help, but it is also about us and it makes solid business sense. It aids in recruiting top talent, builds goodwill, enhances morale, and makes us better corporate citizens, but better corporations as well. To underscore this point, I want to talk briefly about one of the pro bono projects that we are working on. In fact, I'm sure many of you in the room are working on this project with us as well. Bet Zedek, one of the nation's leaders in free legal service. This project enables us to help them tackle some of their toughest business problems while forging relationships with a network of thousands of attorneys across the U.S. It's without a doubt helping us build significant eminence for Deloitte in the legal community and with the organization's board of directors. One of the most important things we've learned from this project in formalizing our program is that collective action is important. So we typically go to a pro bono project using the full scope of services of our firm: accounting, consulting, tax, merger and acquisition, finance, many of the other things that we do in our firm. It's also why we like to work closely with so many attorneys, because we think that the synergy allows us to have a gradable, more sustainable impact than with just one skill set. So in closing, I'm honored to be here representing Deloitte because, quite simply, the legal industry and the Pro Bono Institute have really influenced the way we think in our firm about pro bono service. We at Deloitte are living examples of the influence that our honorees tonight have had on us, and you in this industry are having on pro bono. So thanks again to the honorees for your outstanding effort. Thanks again to Esther and the Pro Bono Institute for leading the way. Together, we are indeed creating a world of pro bono to do a world of good. Thank you very much.